Welcome to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Great to be here.
The world of artificial intelligence is moving at, well, an astonishing pace, isn't it?
It really is. Hard to keep up sometimes.
Feels like every day there's a new term, a new capability, a new wave of innovation we're all trying to grasp.
Absolutely.
And just as many of us, and certainly many businesses, have started to get our heads around generative AI, maybe integrating it into workflows.
Right, like using it for drafting emails or content.
Exactly. Suddenly, there's this powerful new concept emerging, really demanding our attention. Agentic AI.
It's definitely the buzzword du jour, but there's real substance there.
It's quickly becoming the subject of, well, countless conversations, right? In boardrooms, innovation labs.
You hear it everywhere.
So for you, our listener, the burning question really is, what's the fundamental difference between generative AI, the stuff we're maybe getting used to, and this new, more autonomous agentic AI?
And importantly, do businesses need both?
Yeah, do you need both? And how can they actually be used effectively, to drive real results, not just hype?
That's precisely the mission of this deep dive today. We want to cut through all that noise,
Give people some clarity.
Exactly. Provide you with a clear, practical guide to understanding agentic AI, and maybe even thinking about implementing it in your business strategy.
And we're using a great source for this, right?
We are. We're drawing from an incredibly insightful and comprehensive guide from Thomson Reuters called Agentic AI 101, What Your Business Needs to Know.
Sounds pretty definitive.
It really is. It's not just a quick overview. This guide walks us through everything. From the core differences between these AI types to the actual benefits you can see, the practical applications in different industries, which is super helpful.
Yeah, real-world examples.
And also crucial criteria for selecting the right solution, because not all AI is created equal.
Right. And it even tackles common questions, things like implementation, security, ROI.
All the big ones. So our goal with this deep dive, brought to you by AI Coach by Anil Nathu, is really to equip you with a shortcut.
A shortcut to being well-informed.
Exactly. So you're ready to navigate this rapidly evolving landscape with, confidence and a clear strategy.
Okay, let's unpack this. It really feels like just yesterday we were all marveling at, generative AI.
It does, doesn't it? The pace is just incredible.
Remember when we first saw AI drafting emails, or generating marketing copy, or even writing code? It seemed almost magical.
Effortless, yeah. And the adoption has been phenomenal.
Truly. Thomson Reuters, in their guide, they really highlight this. They cite Gartner's projection.
Oh, yeah, the Gartner step.
That more than 80% of enterprises will have used GenAI APIs or deployed GenAI-enabled apps by 2026.
80%? That's huge. It shows how quickly it's become, well, almost a staple in business.
It's an unprecedented shift, really, in such a short time. And yet, even as GenAI is becoming so widespread, almost commonplace, Agentic AI pops up.
Right on its heels.
Not just as a buzzword, but like you said, as this next-level capability that really demands our attention.
Yeah, you can't ignore it.
It really makes you ask that core question again for you listening.
Yeah.
Given how fast we adopted GenAI, do businesses actually need both?
And if they do, how do they work together? Is it one or the other, or is it a team effort?
Exactly. How can they be used effectively in, real business scenarios to create something more powerful, maybe an integrated solution?
Well, what's really fascinating here, and I think often overlooked, is that the difference isn't just technical jargon.
It's more fundamental.
It's strategic. It fundamentally changes how work gets done. As Thomson Reuters puts it really well, generative AI, or Gen AI, it fundamentally reacts to specific input so it can generate output. It creates.
Okay. So like an artist or a writer.
Exactly. Think of Gen AI as an incredibly talented artist, a brilliant writer, or maybe a skilled programmer. They work tirelessly, but
they need instructions.
Precisely. If you want a painting, you tell it what to paint, the style, the colors. If you need a story, you give it plot points, character details, maybe a word count, or who it's for.
Right. Step by step.
It excels at producing text, images, code, all sorts of things, but always in response to your specific step-by-step questions and commands.
So the key is it needs human assistance. Lots of detail, fine-tuning.
Constantly. You need to provide detailed requirements for each bit and keep tweaking it to get the best results. It's like you're guiding every brushstroke, every sentence.
So it's a powerful tool for creation.
Hugely powerful.
But it's always waiting for the next command.
Exactly. It's reactive.
Okay. And this is where agentic AI really contrasts, you're saying. dramatically.
Completely. While Gen AI creates, Agentic AI, as Thomson Reuters defines it, makes decisions and takes action. It performs.
Performs. Okay, that's the key word. Not just creating, but doing.
Doing. The big differentiator isn't just about speed or the quality of output, though those matter. It's about its autonomy.
Autonomy, so it can work on its own more.
Much more. Once you give it a single, maybe high-level input like a goal, a mission, it can then break that down itself and carry out complex, multi-step assignments independently.
Wow. So it's not just writing the email, it's understanding the goal behind the email and doing more.
Exactly. It's orchestrating a series of actions, making decisions as it goes to actually achieve that goal.
How does it do that? What's the tech behind it?
Well, it's powered by sophisticated machine learning algorithms, basically. Its ability to learn from data without being explicitly programmed for every single scenario.
Okay, learning.
And crucially, by large language models, LLMs. Those are kind of the brains of the agent.
Right, we hear a lot about LLMs.
They give it the capacity to understand complex instructions, reason through problems, even anticipate what needs to happen next. It's much more like, well, human intelligence in that way.
So it moves beyond just following rules.
Way beyond. It allows for adaptable decision-making performance. Once you get it started, it operates and reasons independently.
And here's where it gets really powerful for businesses. You mentioned interacting with other tools.
Yes. This is huge. It can interact seamlessly with other tools you already use.
Like what?
Imagine it sending an email directly from your secure account, or triggering an action in your company software, your CRM, your ERP system.
Ah, okay. So it can actually do things in Salesforce or SAP.
Potentially, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or even coordinate between multiple platforms to achieve a bigger objective.
So the analogy isn't an artist anymore. It's more like...
More like a highly skilled project manager, or maybe an executive assistant.
Okay, I see. You give them a high-level goal.
Yeah.
Like, get this project launched.
And they break it down, coordinate tasks across different teams or systems, and execute them independently, then report back.
Precisely. That's the kind of autonomy we're talking about with Agentic AI.
That Thomson Reuters guide, does it have an example to make this clear?
It does. A really good one from a consulting firm. It really helps show the interplay.
Okay, let's hear it. So imagine a busy consulting firm. They're trying to streamline things, right? Both complex analysis and those repetitive admin tasks.
The usual suspect.
Exactly. So here's how Gen AI and Agentic AI could work together. The Gen AI part. You could give it a standard proposal template, access to the firm's recent case studies, client successes.
Right, the raw materials.
Yeah. And you'd need to give it specific inputs. Client's name, the services they want, relevant past projects, the tone, formal, persuasive, whatever.
Maybe a length limit.
Right, you give it all that detail. The Gen AI then rapidly produces a polished, well-written draft of that proposal document.
Okay, so that's the creation part. Gen AI creates the draft.
Check. But then the Agentic AI steps in. It takes that creation and moves it to the next level action.
Okay, what does it do?
Once that proposal draft is ready, the Agentic AI could autonomously take that document and submit it through the firm's CRM system, Salesforce, HubSpot, whatever they use.
Automatically logs it.
Logs it, sends it maybe, but it wouldn't stop there. Based on sending the proposal, it could then intelligently schedule a follow-up meeting.
How?
By checking the team's shared calendars, finding the next free slot that works for everyone involved, and then automatically sending out the invites and reminders.
Wow, okay. No more email ping pong trying to find a time.
Hopefully not. And crucially, it could then go into the company's project pipeline software, maybe their financial system, and adjust things to reflect this new opportunity.
Updating forecasts or resource plans.
Exactly. So you see, it's not just generating text anymore. It's performing this whole sequence of connected actions across different systems.
All triggered by that initial goal, send proposal and follow-up.
Right. It really shows how the best AI solutions often blend technologies. Agentic AI might even use Gen AI for creative tasks as one step in a much bigger autonomous workflow it's managing.
That makes sense. They complement each other.
Very much so.
And it's worth clarifying, when we talk about the input, or you give these AI,
Yeah, the prompts.
the Thomson Reuters guide calls them queries or prompts, right?
A query is just what you give either a Gen AI or an Agentic AI tool to get what you need.
Could be simple, like a question.
Sure, like how many breeds of dogs are there? Or it could be a specific command like draft a short email to client X confirming our meeting.
And the cool thing is you don't need to be a programmer.
Not at all. That's the beauty of natural language processing, NLP. These advanced models understand human language.
So you just ask or tell it in plain English.
Yep. Like you're talking to a person, it's conversational, no special codes needed.
Right. And this seems important for generative AI. You mentioned needing more context for the best results.
Yeah, Thomson Reuters emphasizes this. If you want really tailored output from Gen AI, you often need to give it more background.
Examples.
Like if you wanted to write a marketing campaign, maybe give it examples of past successful campaigns, really detailed directions on the tone, the target audience.
Specific guidelines, word counts, key messages.
Exactly. You're giving Gen AI the fullest possible picture, very explicit parameters so it can create something truly effective for you.
Whereas with Agentic AI, the initial prompt might be high level.
Often, yes. And then the agent itself figures out what context it needs, maybe by asking clarifying questions or what steps it needs to take. It reduces that human burden of managing every single stage.
It takes more initiative.
That's a good way to put it.
This brings us to something you mentioned causes confusion.
Yeah.
Bots versus agents.
Ah, yes. Very important distinction. People hear AI that takes action and think chatbot.
But they're not the same.
Not at all. Thomson Reuters is very clear. Agents are not the same as bots. Bots are typically quite limited.
How so?
They usually operate strictly within a predefined script. They have very limited logic and can only really handle simple, repetitive tasks.
Like a customer service chatbot pulling answers from a FAQ.
Exactly. Or maybe confirming an order status if you give it the exact order number. They follow a rigid, pre-programmed path, like a flowchart. No real thinking involved.
Okay, so how is an agentic AI different? It sounds like it follows paths, too.
It follows goals, not just paths. And agentic AI is far more intelligent, it's adaptable, and critically, it's goal-driven.
Goal-driven.
It uses extensive logic, its LLM capabilities, to take on much more complicated multi-step jobs.
Can you give an example of that difference?
Sure. A simple bot might tell you your current bank balance if you ask.
Yeah.
An agentic AI, given a high-level goal like, optimize my finances for Q3.
Okay, much broader.
Right. It could then autonomously analyze your past spending, compare it to your financial goals, suggest budget adjustments, maybe identify savings opportunities, and then potentially automatically move funds between accounts or trigger investment actions based on rules you've set, all while maybe monitoring market conditions and reporting back.
Oh, okay, that's way beyond a simple bot.
Miles beyond. And this distinction is crucial in a business context, right? Especially if you're looking at comprehensive solutions, perhaps from AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Because you need something that can handle complexity.
Exactly. You want solutions that can truly streamline and innovate complex workflows, not just automate a few simple clicks. You need adaptability and intelligence.
Got it. Now, there's a really important caveat in the guide, isn't there? About oversight.
Yes, absolutely critical. Perhaps the most vital, practical lesson. AI isn't perfect.
Neither Gen AI nor Agentic AI.
Neither. Both require human oversight. And this isn't just a nice to have, it's essential.
What does that oversight look like?
It means diligently reviewing the materials AI generates, checking for accuracy, relevance, tone, and for agentic tasks, double-checking that the actions taken were completed correctly and actually align with your business objectives.
Do you still need humans in the loop?
Absolutely. Human judgment, ethical considerations, that nuanced understanding of context, those remain irreplaceable. The AI is an incredibly powerful assistant, but the ultimate responsibility, that stays firmly with us humans.
That's a really important grounding point. Okay, moving into our next section, let's talk practical applications. Professional-grade agentic AI, what problems does it actually solve in the real world?
Well, the Thomson Reuters guide really nails the core problem, I think. It's something most professionals can relate to.
Which is?
They say, most professionals spend time on rote tasks that take them away from the work they enjoy most, stifling engagement and, over time, innovation and growth.
Oof. Yeah, that hits home. The admin burden.
Exactly. We've all felt it, right? Endless admin, data entry, scheduling, tedious report generation. It just eats away at the time we could be spending on strategic thinking or creative work or talking to clients.
Developing new ideas.
The guide gives a great example. A business might find its staff devoting more resources to bookkeeping than to the creative marketing and promotion that drive revenue.
That's a classic dilemma. Spending time counting the money instead of making it.
Precisely. It's a fundamental drain on human potential, kills employee satisfaction, and ultimately holds back growth and innovation.
So this is where professional-grade agentic AI comes in, offering a real solution.
This is exactly its sweet spot. And we're not talking about those basic consumer tools you might find online. These are sophisticated, purpose-built systems.
What makes them professional grade?
They use advanced algorithms trained on vast amounts of content that's highly relevant to your specific industry and work.
So, trained on legal data for lawyers, financial data for finance.
Exactly. This deep, specialized training allows them to self-evaluate, learn from interactions, and even sort of question or ask for clarification when things are ambiguous. They adapt.
And they can be customized.
Hugely. They can be tailored for specialized verticals, legal, accounting, healthcare, you name it. Because they're pre-trained on industry workflows, they already understand the jargon, the processes, the typical challenges.
So they hit the ground running, offering tailored help.
Pretty much. And here's the really cool part. As the agentic AI gets to know your specific business.
As you use it more.
Right. As it processes more of your data, learns your unique workflows, it adapts and becomes exponentially more efficient and effective for your specific context.
It learns your preferences, your way of doing things.
Yeah.
So the result, as Thomson Reuters puts it, is a solution that goes beyond simply automating tasks to dynamically performing them sequentially in complex situations.
Dynamic performance, not just automation.
That's the key. Intelligent, adaptive execution.
Can we get another deep example? Maybe that law firm case study you mentioned.
Absolutely. It really brings this to life. So picture a law firm using an agentic AI assistant.
Okay.
Initially, it might start with fairly straightforward, but still time-consuming, tasks like case research.
Sifting through legal databases.
Yeah, digging through millions of documents, statutes, rulings to find relevant precedents for a specific case. Pulling clauses, identifying related judgments, maybe summarizing arguments.
That alone saves hours, I imagine.
Days, potentially.
Yeah.
But the real power emerges over time through its continuous learning.
Okay. The learning aspect again. It's not just passively following orders. It's actively learning from every interaction, every piece of data. It might notice, for instance, that certain case types always need specific precedents or particular filings or standard documents at certain stages.
Start seeing patterns.
Exactly. And because it's learning these patterns, it starts acting proactively.
Proactively. How?
Once it understands those patterns and anticipates what's coming next, it can begin preparing draft documents, maybe a first pass at a motion or a preliminary deposition outline.
Before being asked.
Potentially, yes.
Right.
Or it might suggest strategy briefs ahead of schedule without needing explicit instruction.
Okay, that's a game changer for a busy lawyer.
Huge. Imagine a complex case, lots of moving parts, deadlines. Instead of the lawyer manually tracking everything, initiating every document.
The AI is anticipating and preparing the groundwork.
Precisely. Freeing up the lawyer to focus on the high-level strategy, the nuances, the client interaction, the stuff that really needs human intellect and empathy.
It elevates their role.
It transforms it from reactive task manager to strategic orchestrator.
This really reinforces that message from Thomson Reuters, doesn't it? It's an assistant, not a replacement.
Absolutely critical. Think of it as a productivity-boosting assistant, not a replacement.
It's about reducing the mundane stuff.
The routine labor.
So you, the human, have more time for the higher value human-centered work that AI just can't do.
Right. Like the agent can handle complex client requests behind the scenes, processing data, updating records.
But it can't have that empathetic conversation, build rapport.
Exactly. It can't understand the complex emotional cues vital for strong relationships. That's where human expertise, intuition, emotional intelligence are absolutely paramount.
And it can even help with strategic planning.
Yeah, that's interesting too. Once a business sets its goals, an agentic AI could potentially draft a roadmap to get there.
Breaking it down into tasks.
Yeah, breaking the path into subtasks and maybe even evaluating progress against KPIs, alerting humans if things go off track or if opportunities arise.
So it supports both execution and monitoring.
It's an incredible tool for both, allowing humans to really focus on the vision, the strategy, the relationships.
Looking at the general use cases, what kind of core functions can agentic AI perform? The guide lists some, right?
It does. They list draft, summarize, plan, compare, organize, advise, research, and analyze.
That covers a lot of ground.
It really does. These aren't just abstract concepts. They represent concrete actions that can be automated and optimized across many business functions.
And the guide talks about the synergy with Gen AI here too.
Yes, emphasizing that businesses often get the most value when they work together. Gen AI creates, agentic AI acts on that creation, or performs other tasks.
Let's drill down into some specific industry examples. These really show the practical power, maybe illustrating how solutions from AI Coach by Anil Nathu could help.
Definitely. Let's start with the legal sector again, since we discussed the law firm. The sheer volume of information is just immense. AI agents can do case law research way faster than humans, sifting through huge databases like Westlaw or LexisNexis almost instantly.
Finding the needle in the haystack.
Pretty much. They can compare contract versions in real time, highlighting changes, discrepancies, potential risks, with incredible speed and accuracy.
A task that takes paralegals hours.
Exactly. And working with Gen AI, they can auto-draft things like deposition outlines, initial motions, pulling info from case files and legal principles.
The impact seems huge. Efficiency, accuracy.
Massive. Reduces human error risk, frees up legal pros for strategy, client advocacy, court time, not just document drudgery. That means better service, maybe more competitive fees.
Makes sense. What about HR departments? They're often drowning in admin.
Oh, absolutely. Think about resume screening for popular roles. Thousands of applications sometimes.
Or just coordinating interviews across busy schedules. Nightmare.
Right. Agentic AI can transform this. It can intelligently screen huge volumes of resumes, looking beyond just keywords for real skill matches. Yeah, more nuance. Then it can autonomously schedule interviews, coordinating calendars, sending reminders, handling rescheduling.
Wow.
It can even rank candidates based on qualifications and assessment data, giving HR a pre-vetted shortlist.
So HR can focus on the human side.
Exactly. Engaging with top talent personally, building culture, handling complex employer relations, strategic planning, the stuff where human connection is vital.
Okay, financial firms. Speed and accuracy are everything there.
Totally. Agentic AI can generate highly personalized client reports, dynamically adapting content based on risk profiles, goals, current market conditions.
Tailored in real time.
Potentially. It can proactively adapt investments based on changing risk levels or market shifts, rebalancing portfolios automatically based on rules.
Keeping things aligned.
And continuously track portfolio performance against benchmarks, alerting on issues or opportunities. It's leveraging speed and data processing for dynamic analysis and quick action.
Media companies next. They need agility.
Right. Think about coordinating approvals across creative teams, writers, designers, video folks. An agent could manage that workflow, ensuring content moves smoothly, meets deadlines.
Avoiding bottlenecks.
Hopefully. It can intelligently segment audiences for hyper-personalized content delivery, analyzing behavioral data to pick the right message, format, channel for each group.
Getting super targeted.
Engage real-time social media trends, giving instant insights so content strategies can be agile and capitalize on what's hot. It optimizes the whole workflow, really.
One more, risk management. That seems increasingly critical.
Hugely critical. Agentic AI offers massive advantages here. It can analyze internal transactions, external market data at a scale humans just can't match.
Looking for anomalies, threats.
Exactly. Suspicious patterns, potential frauds, cyber threats, compliance breaches. This constant monitoring allows early detection.
Catching problems before they blow up.
That's the goal. The value of early detection in mitigating potentially huge financial or operational risks is just enormous. It shifts businesses from being reactive to proactive.
That really shows the power, especially for safeguarding a business. You can see where guidance from something like AI Coach by Anil Nathu would be valuable in deploying this safely.
Absolutely. The stakes are high.
So after hearing all these applications, it's clear Agentic AI offers real, tangible benefits. It's not just tech for tech's sake.
Not at all. It directly impacts the bottom line and strategic ability.
Let's dive into those benefits. The main one, according to Thomson Reuters, is shifting focus.
Yes, freeing up human capital. It helps complete those tedious, time-consuming, multi-step tasks faster so you, the professional, can focus on the complex, strategic, interpersonal work machines can't do.
The human stuff.
The human stuff, the outcome. You can devote way more resources, time, mental energy to valuable, enjoyable work that actually serves customers better, fosters innovation, and grows the business.
Letting humans be more human, basically.
That's a great way to put it.
How does it actually achieve this boost in productivity and efficiency? What's the mechanism?
Thomson Reuters explains it integrates actions that are usually separate, like research, analysis, drafting, communication, into one seamless work stream.
So no more jumping between tools, copy and pasting.
Ideally, much less of it. The agent handles those transitions. They also talk about guided workflows.
Guided workflows?
Yeah, these are like intelligent pipelines. They don't just suggest the best steps for a project. They can actually execute those steps for you at your request.
And much faster.
In a fraction of the time a human could. Think of the hours saved on a complex project when research, analysis, drafting, scheduling, notifications are all orchestrated by an agent. It's intelligent orchestration.
And beyond speed, it's about quality, too.
Definitely. Because agentic AI can sift through and analyze such massive amounts of data far more than we can process.
Leads to better insights.
Exactly. More in-depth analysis, highly informed suggestions based on a much broader understanding of the data. And maybe just as importantly, it helps eliminate common human errors.
Typos, wrong numbers, missteps.
Those kinds of things. So, while it helps businesses produce higher quality work and services, which helps win business,
It doesn't replace expertise.
absolutely not. It
Yeah.
can't replace the nuanced expertise of professionals. That includes ethical judgment, true creativity, curiosity, the deep understanding of context and human behavior. We excel at that. It enhances. It doesn't substitute.
Enhance, not substitute. Good mantra. And all this leads to the big one, competitive edge.
That's the overarching business imperative Thomson Reuters really underscores. Even small-scale implementations can improve efficiency, let you handle more business, elevate work quality.
And why is it crucial now?
Because industries are moving fast. As competitors embrace professional-grade agentic AI, doing the same becomes almost necessary just to keep pace, let alone get ahead.
You risk falling behind otherwise.
Significantly. Competitors using these tools will move faster, operate smarter, deliver with more precision, maybe even unlock entirely new services or markets. It's not just doing old things better, it's enabling new things.
That strategic insight seems key, especially for businesses thinking about leveraging solutions, maybe guided by AI Coach by Anil Nathu.
Absolutely. It's about future-proofing and growth.
Okay, so if someone's convinced, they're thinking, right, I need to look into this. The next big hurdle is choosing the right solution.
And this is tricky. Thomson Reuters warns, not every agentic AI is truly agentic, and not all offer the accuracy and security guardrails required for professional use.
So buyer beware. You can't just pick the first thing you see.
Definitely not. It's not an area for guesswork. You need to know how to distinguish the really powerful, reliable solutions from, well, maybe clever automation dressed up as something more.
So how do you do that? The guide gives criteria.
Yes. 5 essential characteristics to look for. They frame them really clearly as seek versus avoid. We should definitely break these down.
Okay, let's do it. What's the first one?
First, reliable content. This is absolutely fundamental.
Meaning the information it uses.
Exactly. What you seek is integration with respected industry-specific information sources. You need results you can absolutely trust.
So the question to ask a provider is,
Does this agent get its information from a source I feel confident about? One known for accuracy and authority in my industry.
and what should you avoid?
Avoid connections to sources that aren't thoroughly maintained, updated, or verified. Unreliable inputs mean unreliable outputs.
The risk being.
Huge. You could make critical decisions based on inaccurate, incomplete, or just plain false information. That damages reliability, wastes resources, and could even hurt your reputation. Imagine basing a financial move on bad data.
Disastrous. Okay, what's number 2?
Number 2 is benchmarked capabilities. This is about proving the agent is actually smart and effective.
How do you prove that?
You seek intuitive, intelligent search and analytical features that have been rigorously tested against relevant industry benchmarks. You want evidence.
So the ask here is more technical.
Yes. Ask things like, what volume of documents can this agent process accurately at once? Are there independent user studies or tests showing its ability to pick up on important themes, nuances, patterns in complex data?
And you avoid.
Avoid solutions with limited capabilities, superficial analysis, or just vague claims about performance, especially if they can't back it up with real tests or standards.
The risk there seems to be it just won't work well.
Right. You'll end up doing time-consuming manual checks, the searches will be inefficient, and the agent might miss crucial nuances. It won't actually solve problems effectively. It won't be truly intelligent.
Okay, number 3 sounds critical. Secure system.
Cannot overstate this one. Paramount, especially with sensitive business and client data.
What do you seek here?
A provider with a clearly stated, easy-to-find, robust security and privacy policy that meets, or ideally exceeds, industry standards.
And the ask should be direct.
Very direct. Do you encrypt data both in transit and at rest? Is your system compliant with my industry's regulations, IPS, GDPR, SOC2? It's a key standard for service organizations, covering security, availability, confidentiality, etc. You definitely want that.
What do you avoid like the plague?
Vague or hard-to-find security details. Providers who seem cagey about their compliance certifications, red flags.
And the risk is massive.
Catastrophic, potentially. Exposing sensitive data, huge regulatory fines, or even having your confidential data used to train AI models for others without you knowing. This is where expert guidance, like from AI Coach by Anil Nathu, is really invaluable for navigating compliance.
Absolutely. Okay, fourth criteria.
Ecosystem integration. Basically, does it play well with others?
Your existing tools.
Exactly. You seek solutions with effortless, pre-built integration with the critical third-party tools you use every single day.
So ask.
Can this agent connect easily to my Microsoft 365, my company wiki, Salesforce, our accounting software, whatever is crucial to your workflow?
And avoid.
Avoid solutions needing costly, time-consuming custom integrations for everything.
The risk there is it just won't scale or be practical.
Exactly. Limited scalability, fragmented workflows forcing people to switch tools constantly. Frustration. It might become unsustainable long-term.
Makes sense. And the fifth and final one.
All-in-one experience. This is about holistic value.
Meaning it does more than just one tiny thing.
Right. You seek comprehensive functionality, a suite of tools offering a unified experience, covering a broad range of your workflow needs.
So the ask is about scope.
Yeah. Can I use this across my entire workflow for a process or just for isolated phases?
And you avoid.
Avoid functionality that only addresses some parts of your critical workflows, leaving big gaps.
The risk being a patchwork system.
Exactly. Constant tool switching, extra steps, potential errors, and the agent can't learn effectively because processes are siloed. You want streamlining, not more complexity.
That is an incredibly helpful checklist. Reliable content, benchmark capabilities, secure system, ecosystem integration, and all-in-one experience.
Covers the key basis for making a smart choice.
Okay, fantastic. Now let's shift gears slightly and tackle some of those frequently asked questions that always pop up when businesses start seriously considering this.
Good idea. People always have practical concerns.
Starting with a big one. Is it too early for my business? Maybe we're too small or not techy enough.
That's a really common concern, but the answer from Thomson Reuters is a clear, resounding no.
It's not too early.
Quite the opposite, actually. They point out that many organizations, all sizes, from startups to large enterprises, are already using AI agents and proving the benefits.
So the train is leaving the station.
Pretty much. The guide emphasizes the urgency. To maintain your competitive edge, you need access to all that Agentic AI offers today. Waiting might mean falling behind.
And starting sooner has compounding benefits.
Definitely. Every bit of time saved, every improvement in results makes early adopters more competitive. Plus, they get more time to discover new, unique ways to use it in their business.
Starting a cycle of improvement.
Exactly. It's really an investment in future growth and efficiency.
Okay, so if you're convinced it's not too early, the next practical question is, how do I actually start? How do I integrate this into my workday or my company?
Sensible steps are key here. The Thomson Reuters guide has good advice. If you're less familiar or a bit cautious.
Start small.
Exactly. Start small. Ask the agent to do a low-stakes task that's easy to automate, like scheduling emails, managing calendar invites, maybe formatting documents.
Build confidence, understand how it works without big risks.
Precisely. For larger organizations, they suggest designating some tech-savvy employees as power users.
Internal champions.
Yeah. They can quickly spot valuable ways agents can improve things in their areas and help drive adoption. And importantly, work closely with a reputable tech provider.
One that offers the right mix of content, expertise, solutions.
Right. Someone to help you integrate it smoothly. The guide mentions some vendors even offer live training or tutorials to help with adoption.
Makes the transition easier. Okay, back to that critical topic of privacy and security. What specifically should you look for in that policy? It sounds complicated.
It can be, but there are key things to look for. Security is absolutely crucial, especially if you handle sensitive data, legal, financial, health info.
So what's the baseline?
Thomson Reuters recommends looking for a provider following a comprehensive information security management framework. That means clear policies, standards, best practices.
Not just vague promises.
No. And prioritizing solutions aligned with strict protocols, like FedRAMP.
That's the U.S. federal standard.
Yes, it offers extra assurance, especially in high-risk or regulated environments, but at an absolute minimum.
No, accept.
Your solution must comply with SOC 2 Types I and II standards. We mentioned SOC too, it's vital.
Okay, what else?
Encrypt data both in transit and at rest. Have strict privacy controls limiting access. And crucially, a guarantee they won't use your data to train models for other clients.
Your data stays yours and private.
Absolutely non-negotiable. Again, this is where trusted advice, maybe from resources like AI Coach by Anil Nathu, can be invaluable for vetting these technical details.
Got it. Another practical hurdle people worry about, integration. How hard is it to connect this to my existing systems?
Good news here generally. Many professional-grade agents are designed for fairly seamless integration. It's often less daunting than people think.
How does it work?
Some agents can embed right into the software you use daily, news services, Microsoft products like Outlook or Teams, your internal knowledge bases.
Becoming part of the workflow.
Almost invisibly. Often it's simple, like signing into your account or a quick API integration. The expectation, as the guide says, is a straightforward process.
So the agent moves with you across platforms.
That's the goal. A unified, efficient workflow, not adding complexity or needing huge custom development projects.
That's reassuring. Now, question about training. Do I need to train these agents, like a new employee?
Generally, no, not in the traditional sense for professional-grade AI. It shouldn't require extensive manual training or customization from your end just to get started.
So what should you look for instead?
Choose an agent that's already been rigorously trained on comprehensive, reliable, current data sets and content relevant to your industry. It should operate on well-designed directives from the start.
But doesn't it learn?
Yes, but it learns mostly through use. The more you use it, the more it processes your specific data, workflows, preferences.
It adapts to you.
Exactly. It inherently learns and adapts to your organization's unique context over time. It gets better and more tailored the more you work with it, but without you having to do manual training.
Okay, that clarifies things. And finally, the bottom line question. How do I measure the ROI? How do I justify this investment?
Absolutely essential for any business leader. Thomson Reuters gives clear, practical methods.
First step.
Measure the time savings. Assess how many hours specific tasks or workflows take without the agent. Then measure the time they take with it. That gives you a clear, quantitative saving.
Quantify the hours saved.
Then, translate that time into cost savings. Equate the saved hours with the hourly costs, salaries, overhead associated with those tasks, now handled by the agent.
Calculate the break-even point.
Right. See how long it takes to recoup your investment. But don't forget the revenue side.
How do you measure that?
Track any increased revenue. Maybe you can produce more work in less time, handle more clients, or deliver higher quality output that commands better prices or attracts new business.
So measure both cost reduction and revenue generation.
Exactly. Get the full financial picture.
Okay, we've covered a huge amount of ground. The differences, the applications, benefits, selection, FAQs.
It's a lot to take in, but hopefully really useful.
So based on everything we've unpacked today from this deep dive, what does it all mean for you, the listener, and your business?
Well, it seems clear agentic AI isn't just a fleeting trend. It feels more like a strategic imperative for businesses wanting to thrive, maybe even lead in the future.
The Thomson Reuters guide really captures that, doesn't it? Their closing thought.
Yeah, it's good. Adopt the work of the future. We blend industry expertise with technological innovation to provide pathways that help businesses navigate change with confidence.
It highlights the kind of partner you need: experienced, trustworthy, understanding both the tech and your industry.
Exactly. Not just a tech vendor, but a strategic partner.
Okay, building on all these insights, let's lay out a concrete action plan. Practical steps for you listening if you're considering implementing Agentic AI. Derive straight from the guide in our chat.
Let's do it. Step 1.
Step 1. Understand your needs. Start with an internal audit. Really pinpoint those specific rote tasks, the repetitive time-sucking admin, or those complex situations that eat up valuable human time and energy right now.
Where's the friction? Where's the drudgery that stifles creativity?
Think back to that bookkeeping versus marketing example. Where are your biggest efficiency drains? Where do your teams feel most bogged down? Define those pain points clearly.
Okay, step 2.
Step 2. Differentiate and prioritize. Once you know the pain points, figure out if Gen AI creation or Agentic AI, action autonomy, or maybe a combined solution is the best fit for that specific task.
And remember the advice. Start small if you're new to this.
Right. Pick low-stakes tasks. First, email scheduling, document formatting, build confidence. Learn the ropes in a controlled way before tackling the big, complex stuff.
Makes sense. Step 3.
Step 3. Evaluate solutions critically. This is where that seek versus avoid checklist becomes your absolute best friend. Use it like a compass.
Prioritize reliable, industry-specific content sources. Demand benchmarked proof of capabilities. Insist on robust security, SOC2, encryption, strict privacy, no training on your data.
Ensure seamless ecosystem integration with your existing tools. And look for that comprehensive all-in-one experience to avoid a patchwork mess.
And don't forget to ask those specific ask questions we outlined for each criterion. They're key to vetting providers properly. This evaluation step is critical, and it's an area where guidance, perhaps from AI Coach by Anil Nathu, can really help ensure you make smart strategic choices.
Absolutely. Step 4.
Step 4, plan for integration and oversight. Think through how the AI will actually connect with your existing systems and workflows. Who will be impacted? Map out the integration.
And crucially,
Establish clear human oversight protocols. How will outputs be reviewed? How will task completion and ethics be checked? Remember the golden rule.
AI is an assistant, not a replacement.
Exactly. It augments human capabilities. Your insight, strategy, and ethical judgment remain essential for responsible AI use.
Okay, final step.
Step 5. Measure and adapt. Implement those ROI measurement strategies we talked about. Track time savings, calculate cost savings, monitor revenue impact.
Quantify the benefits.
Yes. Use that data not just to justify the investment, but to optimize it. And look for new ways to use agentic AI as you learn more. Drive that continuous cycle of improvement and maintain your competitive edge.
Understand needs, prioritize, evaluate critically, plan integration and oversight, measure and adapt. That's a solid plan.
It provides a clear path forward.
So, as we wrap up, maybe a final thought for our listeners to ponder.
Yeah, maybe this. Considering how fast AI is moving and the clear advantages of agentic AI in freeing up human potential, what hidden efficiencies or untapped strategic opportunities might your business be missing right now by not exploring these autonomous capabilities?
Thinking about that competitive edge again.
Exactly. Is your business truly ready for the work of the future, or are you potentially getting left behind? Something to really think about.
A provocative thought indeed. Well, this has been incredibly insightful.
It's a fascinating and important area.
Thank you for joining us today. Visit the AI Coach website for more AI insights.